Guys, it's almost here, Season 2. It's so close, we are less than 2 days away, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready for it. Cold War Season 1 was a great one, but it was also long. I feel like Verdansk and Warzone need big changes, and is what the doctor ordered. And you know what? I think that's just what the doctor delivered. Hope you're having an absolutely great day. In today's video, we are going to be speaking on the massive changes that we know are going to occur and potential Warzone changes that could be coming throughout Season 2. If you enjoy any parts of the video, I encourage you to let me know by tossing a like on it. Now without further ado, let's get into it. Now I'm not going to roll the gameplay trailer for Black Ops Cold War Season 2 as there is copyrighted music, but I will roll the video footage and we can speak about what this trailer gives us in terms of what's to come in Season 2 and how it connects with the Season 2 roadmap. If you haven't seen this Season 2 gameplay trailer, I encourage you to go check it out and come back and break down what we have in this trailer. So in the beginning of this trailer, we see what is presumably Naga and what is most likely to be the final Tier 100 skin for the Cold War Season 2 Battle Pass. And then we see a gentleman, currently nameless, and who is passing through the forest within Laos in 1984, which was featured in the Cold War cinematic trailer. I have broken down this trailer as well and will include the link in this video in below if you want to check it out. Now at this time, I want you to keep 1984 in mind when considering everything going on, which we will get into later. And as this cutscene ends, you see experience the beginning of the end. And at this time, it leads me to thinking this has something to do with the bunkers in Warzone and Verdansk. And this also has to do with the bunkers and the nuclear launch platforms that are beneath areas within Verdansk. As you can see in the gameplay trailer, we see Captain Price back in this bunker where he presumably took care of Zakhaev. So what we can assume is that in this area we will have an open part of the map come in Season 2. We also see that at the pillars between TV station and military base on the hillside with what looks like a nuclear launch platform has been opened, which could be foretelling more of what looks like the beginning of the end of Verdansk as we know it. Now, likely there will be points of interest on the map similar to this on launch with Season 2, or a few weeks after, so we can go over the rest once the map is fully released. We do see what looks like to be another nuclear launch platform near Monument at Park. We see one operator put 2 bullets in an opponent's chest and kick him off into the nuclear platform in a truly memorable finishing move. As well, we see scenes featuring 3 specific vehicles, which have been referenced in Cold War, but thus far, not in Warzone. Now, what this makes me think is that the dirt bike, sedan, dune buggy, and UH Iroquois copter could potentially be introduced at the beginning of this season in Warzone, or towards the 1-year anniversary of Warzone, and replace the ATV, the SCV, the TAC Rover, and the current heli in Warzone. Within this gameplay trailer, we also see a lot of Black Ops Cold War content that we can expect early on and on day 1 of Season 2. We see snapshots of the multi-team map Golova, the 6v6 map Apocalypse, as well as the smaller gunfight map Mansion. We see the new Score Streak Death Machine, as well as the new weapons being the FARA 83, the LC-10, the Black Ops Crossbow, R1 Shadowhunter, as well as the new sniper ZRG 30mm. We are also getting 2 new melee weapons, being the E-Tool, which I personally think is super sweet, nothing quite like eliminating player with a shovel, and the good old machete. On a personal level, I'm looking forward to testing out the new sniper and seeing how she does in Warzone. I'm hoping the Black Ops Cold War snipers will start to be quite useful in Warzone, as I find myself still returning to the old faithful Kar 98K. What do you think? Have you been using the Cold War weapons in Warzone? And how have you found them? Let me know in the comments below. We also get 2 experiences within this game of Warzone that I believe fit and come together as one. We get the ending of this trailer with a ship in the darkness just off the shores of Verdansk, approaching the areas of port and prison. This ship being the Vodanoy from Rebirth Island. This ship is most likely carrying Nova 6 gas, but with the clues experienced on Rebirth Island, we know that there is Russian translation that says, "We have Nova 6 on board and are heading to Verdansk." We also get further Russian intel stating something has gone wrong on board and there is an outbreak. So we can speculate at this point that zombies are on board and the Vodanoy is heading to the streets of Verdansk. And this leads us to the second experience, the zombie outbreak between February 25th and March 11th. We can expect this event to be somewhat like the introduction of Rebirth Island and the haunting of Verdansk, with there being rewards for completing specific challenges. We also have this event within Black Ops Cold War game, taking place largely in the Fireteam Dirty Bomb maps. So right now, we know within Warzone, you can see the Vodanoy off the coast of Verdansk, and has clouds and lightning above it. We also can see on Rebirth Island the Vodanoy, which was once there, is now gone. Now what we don't know exactly is where the ship is going. Will we have to swim to it? As currently you die instantly when you go near water in Verdansk. Will it arrive in port and you are able to simply walk aboard? Or will there be boats you can use to travel back and forth from the ship? At this point, we don't exactly know. My thoughts are, the ship is going to roll into port and you'll be able to walk aboard. But I also believe Verdansk will fall to darkness, be rainy and stormy, at least for the timeline of this zombie event. As well, you can see we have new prestige levels and icons to boot. I am personally a fan of the Snake Beret icon. We have two new Warzone game modes coming into Warzone. These being Resurgence Extreme and Exfiltration. Resurgence is a spin-off of Season 1's game mode Rebirth Resurgence, where instead of 45 players dropping onto Rebirth Island, we double in it. We're going to 90. I personally think this game mode is going to be bananas, but I'd enjoy dropping in and getting to work right away, so I'm looking forward to trying it out. I'm also curious to see if this game mode will cross over to Verdansk or a new larger map, as I feel a 300 person game mode on Verdansk could keep things interesting as well. We also are getting Exfiltration, so largely this game mode operates on the engine of what we know Battle Royales, but with a twist. Within the game mode there is a radio communications device that if held for a long enough time, you win the game. When holding the radio communications device, all players can see you on the map, quite like a Most Wanted contract. So you can gather that wherever the radio device is, will be a hot area like a Juggernaut drop. In season, we will be seeing 4 new operators, these being Naga, as mentioned earlier, alongside Maxis, Revis, and Wolf. At this point, we know Naga Bad, working alongside Stitch, Maxis, Revis, and Wolfgood, working alongside Woods and Adler. So, this brings us to a set of numbers. 1984. 1984. Now we know that within Warzone it currently takes place in modern times to align with the 2019 title Modern Warfare. So the big question is, how do we get to 1984 and what does this mean? Or will we ever go back to 1984 in Warzone? My thoughts are from someone who thinks rationally, is that there will be some sort of scene that takes us back to 1984, if we're to go back at all. And either Verdansk will look and feel like the 80s, or Verdansk will be completely removed, either from a nuclear explosion to eradicate the looming zombies, or some other scenario. Ultimately, we have to think of how this trailer started, saying, the beginning of the end. Now, what the end will be specifically, we will only know as time goes on. But the one thing we do know is times they are a-changing, and I believe they are going to continue to change in a big way. Let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen to Warzone and Verdansk as we enter Season 2 in the 1-year anniversary of Warzone. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and subscribe to the channel if you feel you gained some insight. As always, take it easy and have a wonderful day.